Hello, you lovely people. How to stop comparing yourself to everyone. This has been, charming. This has just been like prevalent on my mind. Basically this week I've got so many, I've actually filmed this before and I accidentally deleted the clips and now we're filming it again. But I had loads of castings for modelling. This is just a feeling I have struggled with for so long, but we're getting better, and I just kind of thought, let's talk about it. I think it's so interesting with modelling because obviously, like, I don't know how to word this in a way without sounding like a little bit of a prick. When you're labelled a model, you're kind of given an external validation of society deeming you as attractive, whatever. And so then when you have days where you just feel so ugly or you just feel so down about yourself, you kind of get invalidated. Like, I know I've had it before. I've been like, oh my god, I just feel so ugly. And then people are like, shut up, you're literally a model. And like, that doesn't change anything. Like, it doesn't invalidate your feelings. Kind of acknowledge how you feel and really write it down or talk to someone. I've always find that whenever you have any problem, big or small, by just getting it out into the world, you kind of vocalize it and make it smaller than it actually is, because these are all thoughts in your head and none of them are factual. Me today does not look any different from me yesterday, but you just get so in your own head about things sometimes. And oh, let me just move this. I'm balancing my feet on another chair right now, so I'm just gonna move it closer so that I can do it without like hurting my abs. But I think it's been something that I really had to work on, because obviously the castings you'll see, like before I went into all of them, I was literally feeling so down about myself and I was like, oh, I don't even know the point of like why I'm going to these, because I'm not gonna get any of them. And like, you can just so easily go spiraling and you kind of have to like catch yourself and be like, whoa, hold the frick up. The ways I kind of get out of it is by going to the gym or doing a hobby that I love doing for myself that makes you feel better, because it stops your brain being able to overthink. When you're busy and active and out there, I sometimes find when I've been, you know, like a little recluse or like at home for a bit, that's when I notice me overthinking. That's a recommendation. Get out of the house, do something, also talk to people, write it down. And sometimes I even like giving myself now a time. I'll say, right, Lauren, you've got an hour to feel however you want to feel, and after that you're back to it and then doing something productive. And I think that's a really, really good way to kind of get over it, because then you feel all your emotions and then you're back to, you know, neutral. But in terms of comparison, obviously like modelling is again an industry where you're so exposed to how everyone's doing work-wise because it's often posted, and also just thinking, oh, why did they get the job and not me? And this is where you have to, it's like a muscle. Your mind is such a muscle that you have to work out every single day. And that's what modelling, I think that's one of the takeaways I've had from modelling that I never expected, was the amount of self-work you kind of have to do to become resilient to the job in that case, because you get a lot of rejection. Like, the castings I've been to this week, I probably have got rejected, but it's fine. It is fine, because this is the thing, is like, you're not going to be right for everything, and it doesn't take away from you as a person. It just, I'm talking in terms of modelling, but this can apply to everything. It might just not be what the client wants. It's just so important to kind of walk away, hold your head up high and think, cool, whoever gets that, amazing for them, so happy for them. The next one, you never know. The one thing I have that life kind of keeps teaching me is that there's always another opportunity around the corner. It might feel like sometimes you're in the unknown. You don't know when, for instance, I don't know when my next job's coming in, or if I'll model forever. And I think that's like that scarcity mindset, whereas just kind of being confident in knowing good things are coming. The way that I've really practiced this is by just being a good person. I feel like if you put your value in that, then it doesn't really matter about the exterior. You know, if every time I've done like a good deed or helped a friend out or done something where I'm like, that makes me feel good as a person, it makes me extremely confident and, yeah, not compare myself, because you kind of realise like how little your exterior is to what you are as a person. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But yeah, anyway, and I just kind of wanted to speak because I feel like sometimes even freaking like Angelina Jolie has days where she doesn't feel her best. And so by talking about it, hopefully makes you be able to relate and just see you're not alone in this, in whatever, however you're feeling. But yeah, so come along with me in my week and see what I get up to. But that's my little spiel on that. Hello Hello friends. That was really bizarre. It is the next day. As you saw, actually I didn't film anything at my casting, so you didn't see anything. But it's kind of hard to, because obviously I get shy. And then I went to my Pilates class, which I was so happy I did, because like I was not in the mood. Honestly, I came from my casting and I saw it was like a 30-minute walk to my class. I was like, fine, I'm gonna walk it. Drenched. Literally soaked rat. Walked in there, shivering, freezing cold, and I was like, oh my god, I can't think of anything worse than doing a Pilates class right now. But powered through, did it. Why have I got a quiff? Felt amazing afterwards. I think that's like the mentality for 2026 is literally, for better use of language, but F your mood and do it anyway. Is that... It's a bit better. Maybe I might put some Living Proof dry shampoo. I've been really enjoying that one. Yeah, so I've got 2 castings to go to, and this morning I went to the doctor's, ticked that off the list. It was bad news, I'm afraid, unfortunately. I basically just got like a lump. Fun. I don't think it's anything serious, hopefully, but I have to basically, it's just been an ongoing thing. I mean, a clear out is what's needed in my room, but I'm thinking I might do that maybe next week. Oh my god, I have an update. I had some really exciting news. I'm going to Berlin. So Berlin's going to be, I was about to say the first country I've been to this year, but that's a lie. I've been to Abu Dhabi already this year, so that's 2 countries in 1 month. Because this is my year of travel, I want to visit those places. And it's actually with H&M, so that should be super duper exciting. Lots of lovely clothes, I'm sure, which I can show you. Yeah, that's kind of it for today. I'm not gonna go to the gym. And then I'm going to my friends this evening, having a little games night, which I love a games night. Also, I've been reading at the moment. Sorry, I said games, and then that reminded me, games. Do you see what I did? This Twisted series I've been really enjoying. I've read the first one, I'm now on to the second one. I'm quite far through for me. I'm quite proud of myself. I read this much on a holiday, and low-key preferring this book to the first. So if you're looking for a new book series, I'm enjoying this, and you can kind of read them as standalone as well. Also, when I went home, guess what I found? My old point shoes. So I brought them back up to London because I thought, also 2026, year of hobbies, and I would love to get back into ballet again. I had a TikTok come on my few pages, like your dream never dies, and it was of like a dancer doing ballet, a ballet dancer. Why should I word it like that? It made me miss ballet and I want to get back into it, so I bought these. And also I tried them on the other night. Oh my days, my feet used to be so strong. I've lost all strength in my feet, so I need to get that back. Come along with me to castings. Maybe I might film this time if I pluck up the courage. Right, quick OOTD. I've got my new Barber jacket on that I got for Christmas as a Christmas present to myself, and then I got my trousers from Palomon. They're really nice quality and thick, which in this weather we need because it's so cold outside. And then I've just got like a jumper on underneath, a thermal on underneath, and then my Victoria's Secret bag, which is literally the best bag in the entire world because it just carries everything. And my trusty Beats. They've never failed on me. Sorry, I wasn't filming my Beats then, but these are my Beats. Off to the castings now. About to brace the cold weather. Let's see how it goes. I'm filming a casting video at the moment. I literally hate casting videos so much. Like, it says to say a fun fact about yourself. I don't know what's fun. I don't know. I suddenly freeze. I'm like, there's nothing interesting about me. The thing about castings as well, so I went to the 2 yesterday. I don't know how they went. You never really know how they go. I would say you get around 10% of the castings that you go to, so like most is just fully rejection, which I think is good because I think it's built up resilience within me, and probably why a lot of rejection just doesn't faze me now, or things quite not working out for me doesn't really affect me, because you just get used to it really. My cooking hasn't gone very well because I did try to make a sweet potato the other day. I put it in the oven, and then after an hour I was like, wait, why is it still rock hard? I looked at the oven, I hadn't turned the heating on, so fully my fault. I am currently laid in bed on a Saturday afternoon because whenever it gets so cold outside, I just lose motivation to do anything, and I want to stay in bed the whole entire day. But I did go to the shops because, I don't know why I pointed so aggressively there. I went to the shops to get some nibbly bits and some red wine for Clara and I tonight. We're having a little girls' night, and so I do need to clean the living room at some point when I can be motivated to. But we're being kind on ourselves at the beginning of the year. What thoughts on 75 hard? I don't know why that came to my mind, because I feel like so many people are doing 75 hard at the moment. I feel like it's like a craze. I think you should focus on more building sustainable habits that will last you, I was about to say last your lifetime, maybe not a lifetime, but a longer period, because when you're like so strict on yourself, then it's great for the 75 days, but then I feel like you kind of sometimes bite yourself in the foot. That's not the right phrase. Shoot yourself in the foot, there we go, cheers to that one. Shoot yourself in the foot because you've been so hard on yourself, and then you lose all the habits, and then you just go back into your old ways, maybe even worse. You've been deprived of like your normality for so long. So taking today easy, easy peasy lemon. And I'm trying to not beat myself up for not being the most proactive version, because some days you just need to relax, and I'm telling myself that, I'm telling you that, so we can do it together. I'm having a decaf coffee because I've also tried to lower my caffeine intake, as I feel like it's helped me to sleep at night. I probably will end it there. Goodbye.